One night I said, "John, I think I love you." He said, "Get back to me when you're sure." So, I'm 19, I'm a college sophomore, and I'm a virgin. Not in any promise to God and country that I wouldn't have premarital sex, and not because I was a prude. I mean, I hadn't had sex, but I had bumped into enough soft porn by then. The reason I was still a virgin is because I had decided that the first time I had sex, it would be with a person I love, and I would be ready for it. So it's sophomore year of college. My friend Chris introduces me to John Eckendorf. Oh, John Eckendorf. He was cute, he was funny, he was charming, and he had brown eyes. That's my Achilles heel. He's also an overnight DJ, and I'm a night person, so that was going to make dating easy. So we started dating. Sometimes the dates started at 2 a.m. and ended at the all-night diner. Everything was going great. We're having fun, I'm laughing a lot. We're about 4 months into this when I realize I am head over heels in love with John Eckendorf. It was so exciting, and you know that feeling you're in love with someone and you want to tell them right away? But then I thought, who wants to be the first person to say I love you? What if the person doesn't feel the same? Or worse, what if they think you're being pushy and they end things? So I hedged my bets a little bit. One night I said, "John, I think I love you." He said, "Get back to me when you're sure." I was sure, so I screwed up my courage and I said, "John, I love you." And that moment took forever, but he replied with, "I love you too." So things are falling into place. I'm with someone I love. We dated another month or so, and I decided I was ready to have sex. So we made a date. It was Valentine's Day weekend. We would get together Friday night at his place because he didn't have roommates. So I'm going to have sex. I'm going to have sex. I didn't say it out loud, but that was in my head the whole week. Now, it's one thing to get ready for a date. It's a whole nother thing to get ready for a date where you know you're going to get naked. So I enlisted the help of my college roommate, Sam. And as soon as I told her what it was all about, she said, "We've got to go." And I was like, "We've got to go where?" And she's like, "We've got to go to Victoria's Secret." So we went to Victoria's Secret, and because it was Valentine's Day, everything was pink and red and white. Well, I bought the obligatory matching tops and bottoms. I went with pink. And the week progressed. I was very excited. I was so excited that even though the date was at 8 p.m. Friday, I started getting ready at 10 a.m. I scrubbed and lotioned myself in all the right places, got the lingerie on, and I looked through all my dresses. There was one black dress that left a little something to the imagination. It was a little tight, but hey, it showed off my curves. So I checked myself out in the mirror, and I was looking good. As I'm driving to John's place, I'm, like I said, just so excited. When I got inside, it was perfect. The lights were dimmed. There were candles on every horizontal surface. The perfect slow song was playing on the radio. And John came up to me, put his hands around my waist. I put my head on his shoulder, and we started slow dancing in his living room. And then we slow danced into the bedroom. Then we were on the bed, and we were having sex. And it was good. I mean, I was new and everything, but I felt like we'd both given it our all. So it'd been... And the other perfect thing, that right at that moment, the radio was playing the song When a Man Loves a Woman. Couldn't get any more perfect. So I turned to John to kind of share all of my happiness, and he has his hands over his eyes, and he says, "I thought I loved you, but I was wrong." Yeah, I thought I loved you, but I was wrong. Well, I just kind of froze in the moment, and all I could think of was get your clothes together, get them on, and get out of there. John turned to me and said, "What are you feeling?" And I said, "You don't have the right to my feelings." So I drove myself back to my apartment, and when I got there, I got inside, and the answering machine had a flashing light. Maybe it's John. He called to say he was wrong, and he does love me. Well, I hit the button, and out of the speaker comes the song, "When a Man Loves a Woman." So I kind of flip out. It's a flashback. I throw the machine on my kitchen floor. I'm on my knees. I'm pounding it with my fists. What's going on? Then I heard my friend Chris's voice. He's a DJ too, and he was at the radio playing those songs while I was with John. Well, Chris is the one who came over and saved me. He consoled me that night, and I got a good night's sleep. But when I got up in the morning, it was Valentine's Day. And now here I am, no boyfriend, terrible experience. And I wonder, what can I do to keep myself occupied? I decided to bake. So I made a whole bunch of Valentine's cookies. And to this day, the weekend closest to Valentine's Day, I still bake cookies. So John Eckendorf, wherever you are, fuck you. That's right. And to all my other friends, enjoy the cookies.